I'll give you one example. I had a man one year who heard me on a panel at a generous giving conference. And somebody asked, how do you feel about family foundations that, or any kind of charitable foundation, that every year give away only the interest that's being made from the principal, and they keep the principal so it keeps generating interest. I said, well, to be honest, I think I have some real reservations about that. And as I said it, I looked out at this man and several other people who have foundations and do that exact thing. And I thought, oh, these guys, I love them, they're my friends, but since I was asked the question, I got to answer honestly. And so I said, you know, maybe if you gave some of the principal, yeah, keep some of it, it continues to generate interest, you have more to give in years to come. But give some of the principal so that you're working your way down so you have a lot more to give now, realizing that someday Christ will return or you will die before he returns, and then the foundation will be managed by other people. And maybe they'll be managed by your children, but maybe they'll keep up your vision, or maybe they won't. Often they don't. Or whoever follows them, who continues to give away just the interest, and the principal is maintained. And there are family foundations that used to support God's work, which now support Planned Parenthood, which now support you name it. I mean, there's lots of Christian money in Christian foundations that used to truly be Christians or Christian families that now goes to Harvard University, which is not the bastion of Bible-believing Christendom. But it used to be many years ago, and Princeton, I mean, Jonathan Edwards used to be the president of Princeton. But money that goes to Princeton today that's in perpetuity with these places, it just doesn't make sense.
How do you know when you need to give? How do you know that the organization is reliable?
Okay, let's get to that, but let me just finish the story, because then I said this, and then the guy out there, several guys are looking at me, and I'm thinking, well, I get a call about 3 months later from this one guy in particular. He said, hey, do you remember when you were on that panel and you made that comment about foundation? I thought, oh boy, here we go. I probably hurt his feelings or offended him. And he said, I just wanted to tell you that we decided to match the interest we were giving away with principal as a result of what you said, so we gave an extra $38 million away to God's kingdom. And I went, wow. But the story gets even better, because the next year I see him at the Generous Giving Conference. And he comes up to me, he says, you remember how I told you we gave away that extra $38 million? He says, well, this year our company had a hostile takeover. We lost 80% of the value of the company. So that money that we gave away, only 20% of it would have been left. I mean, 80% of it just would have disappeared. And then he said these words. He said, I just wish we would have given more. And instead of saying, wait a minute, I did this faithful thing, God should have rewarded me, you know, like health and wealth gospel, I should have prospered as a result of this. Instead it was, hey, I should have given more away. So that would be an example of one thing. When you speak into somebody's life, sometimes they listen, they hear, sometimes they